Anquan, you're one of the few who've had that opportunity to get redemption in a Super Bowl from the first loss as a Cardinal and then winning as a Raven. How do you view your two Super Bowl experiences?
Yeah, I think those two Super Bowl experiences were completely different. Um, but I'm thankful for it. Like you said, I had a chance to play in two Super Bowls. Unfortunately, I didn't win the first one, but I can honestly say the first one that I played in prepared me for the second one. And a lot of people don't get that opportunity. I mean, I know some guys who played in the league for over 10 years and never even made a playoff. So it was definitely a blessing for me to play in two Super Bowls. But like I said, I think going to the Super Bowl my first time and with the Cardinals and just getting that experience, it not only helped me, but it also helped me to talk to some of my teammates who had never been in that position. And for a lot of people, most people would say that it's just another game, but I can tell you that's far from the truth. As much as you try to make it just another game, or it's not. There's so much more that goes on when it comes to a Super Bowl. I can't even put it into words, but I think being in that position a time before had definitely helped me.
Were most of those lessons that you learned or able to share have to do with preparing for the game and the pregame, not necessarily the in game things?
I think it had to do with both. Um, the preparation leading up to the game, being able to block out distractions. I mean, those guys that are about to play in the game Sunday, they can tell you there's a lot of distractions that come with, winning your NFC or AFC championship game. You get phone calls from people that you probably haven't talked to in years. Everybody trying to get tickets. So when you've been in that position before, you learn. And I mean, this year is a little different because you don't have a stadium full of people. Guys don't have to do ticket requests and all of that. But in a normal year, like in the years when I played in the Super Bowl, you had a certain amount of tickets that you had to distribute, and then you had the option to buy different a different amount of tickets. So what I learned was you put somebody in charge of that, so that you don't have to worry about who's going to be at the game, where they're going to be staying, if they have a hotel room, how they're going to get to the game. Those are added distractions that you don't need. As a player, the only thing you need to do is focus on the game. That part is hard enough in itself, and then you start to add the extra things on top of that. Man, it becomes a difficult week. So, for me, I learned to put someone else in charge of that so that I can concentrate solely on the game.
What do you remember about that second Super Bowl? Obviously, you catch the first touchdown of the game. You guys get out to a big lead, but San Francisco comes roaring back and has a chance to take the lead. What are your memories from that game?
Yeah, that was a game, man. Of definitely highs and lows. Like you said, we jumped out. I mean, from the beginning, and we thought it was going to be a blowout. Um, so we go up big in the first half, come back in the second half, and we return a kickoff for a touchdown. So here we are thinking it's about to be over, and then the lights go out, and then momentum changes. And I know for us offensively, in real time, we didn't touch the ball for over an hour, with halftime and the lights going out, and then us kicking on the opening kickoff, taking it back for a touchdown. I mean, we didn't touch the ball for over an hour, so we kind of got out of rhythm. And then we had Haloti Nada, which was our guy up front on defense. He gets hurt, and now it changes the game because what we were shutting down, San Francisco's running attack with him out. I mean, they started gashing us in different spots, and they held onto the ball, made a couple drives, and was able to get points out of it. So it was a tale of two halves.
Is there a memory from your Super Bowl experiences that sticks out the most to you?
Uh, I think the thing that sticks out the most is if you ever lose a Super Bowl, that never goes away. I think you remember that more than you remember winning. But I can honestly say, losing the first Super Bowl, it ignited a drive in me to get back and to avenge that loss like never before.
And in your win, a touchdown, 10 receptions, 104 yards, to have a big game in the biggest game of the year. How meaningful was that for you?
It was very meaningful. Like I said, I had played in the Super Bowl before and lost it, and man, that's a bitter taste that's left in your mouth. Um, but like I said, playing in that game, it helped me in the second game. And what I mean by that is, so a lot of times when you play in the Super Bowl, and you usually see it like in the first half of a Super Bowl, neither teams seem to be themselves. Um, you don't seem to settle into the game until probably the second half, where all of the hoopla is gone away, all of the fanfare is gone away. Because I mean, the Super Bowl is just completely different. The atmosphere is different. Um, you know, Pre-game is a lot longer. Halftime shows are extravagant, so it's so on and so forth. So you're not really in a feel of football when you first step on the field if you're not used to that situation. And for me, playing in the Super Bowl before, knowing what to expect, I was able to get back to myself a lot quicker than most.
How did your time at Florida State help prepare you for your NFL career and playing in some of those biggest moments as well?
Yeah, I think playing at FSU at that time helped me out a lot. I mean, in the 3 seasons that I played at FSU, I played in 2 national championships and then the Sugar Bowl. So it definitely helped me. My freshman year, we beat Virginia Tech in New Orleans, the same place that I won the Super Bowl. The following year, we unfortunately lost to Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl. But those are things that you learn from. I think all of those experiences, playing in championship games, playing in the big games, that's the reason that you go to college. But those things you learn from, whether you win or you lose. But it prepares you if you're ever in that situation again. And I think for me, it helped me out tremendously. When I got to the NFL and you're talking about playing in not only the Super Bowl, but NFC or AFC championship games.
Some guys get national championship rings, fewer get Super Bowl rings. To have both and to be in that company, is that some bragging rights with your fellow FSU guys?
Oh, most definitely. Like you said, not everybody has the opportunity to play in a national championship and a Super Bowl, and to have a victory in both. Man, that's is definitely a blessing. Something that I don't take lightly, and something that I'm proud of.
Thanks, Anquan. I appreciate you taking some time with us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.